Yo, what's up, man? This your boy Rebuke All Devils, man. And guess what, man? This is coming from WHAS 1119. Grandmaster J has been charged with assaulting, resisting, or impeding certain officers as he allegedly aimed an AR platform rifle at members of the U.S. Secret Service and LMPD while they were on the roof of the Jefferson County Grand Jury building. I first got wind of this from my boy Willie D, man. It came out on his channel, so shout out to Willie D for, bringing us this story, man. Keep doing what you're doing, Willie. You know what I'm saying? And y'all go over there and check Willie D's channel out, man. Subscribe. Willie be dropping some tight information. But with that being said, let's see what they're talking about.
He goes by Grandmaster J, and he led his self-proclaimed black militia group to Louisville. Tonight, John Johnson is in the Oldham County Jail. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us on the Night Team. I'm Doug Proffitt. Johnson brought the NFAC to Louisville twice at the height of the protests over Breonna Taylor's death. As the Night Team's Jesse Cohen reports, he's facing federal charges, accused of pointing an assault weapon at police back in September.
Arrested at his home in Ohio, NFAC leader John Johnson, known as Grandmaster J, is now in the Oldham County Jail on federal charges. Court documents provide these two photos from September, the day before the Derby at Jefferson Square Park. Police say it shows Johnson holding an assault rifle pointed towards law enforcement officers on the roof above him.
With rights comes responsibilities, and it's pretty obvious that that was an irresponsible action on his part.
Dave Muchler, the press secretary with the FOP, says federal investigations are more deliberate, so he's not surprised by the 3-month timeline.
That the FOP is satisfied that the federal government is bringing those charges.
But local advocate and pastor Tim Finley says the timing is not just.
To use this and to make this move 3 months later speaks of the flawed, ridiculous, racist, unfair policing structure in this city. Grandmaster J is a national figure. So this once again makes Louisville look like the hot spot of racism.
I interviewed Johnson the day after those photos were taken, Derby Day. He had pulled his crew back from Churchill Downs after running into protesters.
Protesters aren't organized. Protesters are emotional. That is dangerous. And a bunch of innocent people could get killed.
But regardless of those feelings, Finley says these charges are shameful.
So while there may have been some ruffled feathers here and there, we were all wanting justice for Breonna Taylor.
In their first protest rally in July, Johnson said they would burn down the city.
And all y'all thought we was going to show up with torches and burn the joint down. That was figurative. It meant that we would burn down something. And we burned down the wallets.
Grandmaster J is still in custody and has a detention and a preliminary hearing tomorrow at 2 p.m. For the Night Team, I'm Jesse Cohen.
And man, how can y'all be surprised? How can you be surprised? Remember, this country was built on racism. So how you going to be surprised that this happened to him in the same city where the police had covered up the Breonna Taylor murder? I mean, y'all got to understand who you dealing with. You dealing with wicked, evil people whose ancestors and their descendants didn't have no problems with enslaving people, with raping people, with splitting up families, with hanging people, or none of that stuff. That's what you have to understand. They didn't have no problem with any of that. Burning human bodies alive. Human trafficking, stealing people from the west coast of Africa, the true Hebrews that fled Jerusalem and went into Africa. So we have to understand exactly what we're looking at and what we're dealing with. So they'll try to take this brother and demonize him. But the feds didn't charge those police officers that killed that innocent woman, Breonna Taylor, who didn't have a gun. When the police raided the wrong apartment with their no-knock warrant, the feds didn't go arrest them. And how long has that been? But yet and still they'll go arrest this brother. How did he know that there was feds up there? How did he know that there wasn't people up there trying to take his life? So see, you got to understand that, guess what? God is going to judge America. God is going to judge these wicked people. He's already doing it with the coronavirus. 200-something thousand of them have died. See, that's one thing they could do. They could attack us. They could be racist towards us. They could do all of that. But guess what? You can't fight God. You can't fight the Creator, and y'all wickedness have reached the heavens. So God is definitely going to judge you, and I hope and pray that I'm alive to be here to report on all the judgments that's going to befall on this wicked nation. For a group of people that still, excuse me, continue to illegally occupy a land that they stole. Excuse me. So with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. And I'll catch y'all on the next episode. Shalom.